Lesley Riddoch.
Well, thank you. Hello, yesers. Are you totally drook it? It could be worse. You could be watching the telly. And that comes to be Christian there. There are worse things to be doing with your time today. Much worse things than being here. Where are we? Glasgow is the largest city in Scotland. And Scotland is the country that gets you walking through the rain like this. It's also home. Who here comes from this country? Who here had the misfortune to be born in Wolverhampton? But it's still home. Who here is from an EU country, Ukraine, a country beyond Scotland that has made this country home? And if you are, you know that you're welcome, because that's how we hang. Now this all matters because we're here today to celebrate the return of independence to the streets. We're here today to say that we have a shape as a set of people, and it is a social democracy. We are stuck in a conservative state, and we can't thrive like this because that's not who we are. And who we are is also not connected to any of the hangers-on, the snobbery, the elitism, the capture of our land, the dukes, the barons, the lords, the ladies, the corrupt House of Lords, the largest unelected assembly outside China. That is not who we are. And who we are is actually very similar to who our neighbours are. A wee quiz for you. In the 27 countries of the EU, how many of them have a big fancy coronation ceremony like what there will be today? How many? None. None. That is how weird what is happening down the road is. Weird. There are 21 republics of the 27 EU states. That's who we are. Amongst the 6 who have got monarchs, they don't have these ceremonies. The majority of them get the monarch to come to their parliament, you know, elected democratically, that old one, right? And they swear allegiance to the parliament. Now, this is why then is Britain so different? Because that's what it has to be. The mystique, the mystery, the braid, the medals, the gongs, the archaic nonsense, the weird hopping on one leg. It's all Britain has. And it's fine. We're not here to provide free entertainment for the rest of the world. It's fine for them to look in and think, wow, this is amazing. We have nothing like this in our country. It's like watching upstairs, downstairs. The point is, they don't have to live in it. We do. And we're not having it. It's not who we are. Now, there's another wee thing about this, about the weirdness. You might look around the world and see that there are still 15 Commonwealth realms that have the king or the queen as their head of state. Why is that? Because they spent Barbados 2021 declared itself a republic. Yes. How long did it take Barbados, tiny a Barbados, to unweave the constitutional network that British officials had placed within their written constitution when they were allowed to be free in 1966? It took them 40 years. That is how thick the constitutional mesh is, and that is what's keeping these guys with kings and queens as their head of state from a distant country like here. So the next country to go will be Jamaica. They'll go in 2025. But what have they got in their constitution the British placed a requirement that they need a 2/3 vote to be able to abolish the monarchy. So let's just say they're cute, right? We're not the only people who are finding it extremely hard to have a straightforward expression of our democratic will. But they will do it. And after them, the tiny Bahamas. So, things are on the move. The world's on the move. This kind of cravenness, this doffing your cap, this crawling, all this stuff is part of a world that is gone. Britain will never catch up because it cannot let go of that imperial past. It's all it can see. We can see everything else. We can see all the possibilities for ourselves. We can see the possibility that we will be an independent country alongside a reunited Ireland, alongside an independent Wales, and alongside an independent England. And not only will we be in that fabulous situation, an independent country in a new revamped Council of the Isles, we will also be in the Nordic Council because that's who we are as well. We are a North Atlantic social democratic state in the making, in the waiting. And we've waited long enough. So that's what this is all about. And the bard was quoted earlier. There's a different verse that comes to me from A Man's a Man, which is looking at, you see yon birkie called a lord, wha struts and stares and all that. Though hundreds worship at his word, he's but a coof for all that. For all that and all that, his ribbon star and all that. The folk o' independent mind, they look and laugh at all that.